Hi everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to start with a little bit of advanced order types, and I'm going to start with cover orders. So a cover order essentially has two orders. The first one is obviously the input or the entry trade, and the second one is a stop loss trade. So automatically we will be putting a stop loss trade. So it's a very good order because let's say you have taken an entry and you don't know at what time the entry will come. So let's take an example. Let's say I want to take the entry in SBIN when the market comes to 720. So I want to buy the stock when it comes to 720. But I'm not sure at what time that 720 will be reached. But I know that once it reaches 720, I want to put a stop loss of 5 points. So I can do that with a cover order. So a cover order automatically will have two parts to it. It will have an entry leg as well as a stop loss leg. So that is what has been mentioned here. So the stop loss is mandatory. And how do we put a stop loss? Let's say we want to take the entry at 300 rupees and we want to put the stop loss as 298. That means I have 2 rupees risk. So I will put the stop loss value as 2, and that is how it will work. So let us quickly check how it works on the Postman. So on the Postman on the left side, you will notice that there is something called CO orders. There are five options: limit order, market order, modifying the legs, and the cancellation. So I'm going to start with market order first. So in this, I've already added my the tokens and the API key in the headers. Then in the body, let's say we want to take the entry in SBIN. So this is the stock here, one quantity. Type is 2, that means it's a market order. Side 1 means that it's a buying trade. This is the important part. Product type is CO, which is cover order. Now, since it's a market order, I don't have to put anything in limit price. And I will directly put my stop loss as 710. Let's say I want to put a stop loss at 7110. So let's run the code now. So I'm just going to click send. And once I do that, you will see that it is saying successfully placed the order. So let's check what has been our order. So if you will notice now that we have got a trade now, we have got a trade. So you can see that this was the trade which just got triggered at 140807, and automatically at the same time we have the second trade also. We have the second trade also. Now the mistake that I did was I had kept the stop loss as 710, but like I said, we have to put how many points stop loss we want to put, right? So we will be doing this again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel this trade. Always remember that if you cancel the stop loss order, right? So if I cancel the order, automatically the positions will get squared off. So I'll show you. As soon as I cancel this trade, you will see that my positions are going to get squared off. So that is a feature of a CO order. So I'm going to do it again. Let us say I want to put a stop loss of 10 points. Save it and let's run it. So whatever is my entry price, my stop loss will automatically be 10 points below that. So let's run it. You can see we successfully placed the order. Let's check it out. Now you will see that we have two orders that has been triggered at the same time, 140918. This was the actual trade and this is the 10-point stop loss. So you can see that I have two trades automatically placed here. One is the entry trade and the other is a stop loss trade. So you can see here the stop loss order has been put here. So that is the beauty of a cover order. Automatically two trades get placed. The stop loss trade is automatically there. That's the first method. So I'm going to cancel this trade now. Let me cancel this. And like I said, if I cancel the order, the positions will get squared off automatically. Now that we have seen how the market order works, let's also talk about the limit order now. So in the case of the limit order, I'm not taking the trade right now. Let's say I want to do SBIN where the type is equal to 1. That means it's a limit order and I want to take the entry at 720. So once, let's say SBI comes to 720, I want to take the entry. And let's say I want to put a very small stop loss of 2 points. So let's run this now. And you can see it says successfully placed the order. Obviously, I've already done my login here, so that's already done. Let's quickly check what order is there. So you can now see in the orders tab, I have one order which is at 720. This is a working order. As you can see, it's a working order. It is not yet triggered because it is waiting for SBI to touch 720. You will also see that there is no stop loss right now because this order is not yet triggered. But what will happen, let's say the market reverses and touches this level, automatically at that point of time, I will have another trade, which will be a stop loss trade at 718. So as you can see, this is a very important order type because I don't really have to worry about my stop losses now. As soon as it gets hit, my stop loss trade will be added here in the portal itself. So we've spoken about both the entries. Now let us talk about the modifications. So there are two ways to modify. One is how to modify the leg number 1, which is your entry leg, and how to modify your leg number 2, which is your the stop loss leg. So I'm going to modify the entry leg first. So as we can see here, this is our entry leg. How do we know it's an entry leg? You can go here and see the OMS order ID. If it is CO-1, that means it's an entry leg. -1 means entry, -2 means it's a stop loss leg. So I'm going to copy this now. I'm going to copy the OMS order ID. I'm going to put it here. Again, I've already added the API key and the access token in the headers. So basically what I'm saying is that I want to modify this particular leg. And let's say I want to modify it. I want to modify the limit price. So the current limit price is 720. Let's say we change it to 721 and let's change the quantity to 2. So we are making two modifications. Control S to save it and let's run it. And you will see it says successfully modified the order. And if we come here, you will see that now the limit price has been updated to 721 and the quantities have been updated to 2. So again, you can clearly see that the modification is working perfectly. Let's cancel this trade now. I'm going to cancel this. And what I'm going to do is, let me take another market order first. So I'm going to run market order once more. Once I've run the market order, obviously I will have the stop loss order, which is a working order now, which is here. And this will be a CO2 because this is a stop loss order. So you can see it's a stop loss order. And let's try to modify this now. So our current stop loss is 715.2. Let's try to modify it. To do that, we will be using the modify order leg 2. Again, I've already added the API key and the access token. In the body, I will need the ID, the OMS order ID. So I'm just copying this OMS order ID from here. CO2 means it's the second leg ID, and let's change the stop loss price from 715.2 to 7, let's say 720.2. So I'm going to make it 720.2. Save it and let's run it. You can see it says successfully modified the order, and you can see here that the order has been updated to 720.2. You can see it has gone up. So that is how you can modify your second leg or your stop loss leg. And the final part is obviously the cancellation. So let's say if I want to cancel any particular order, how do I do that? So for that, I will be using the cancel order. Again, I've already done my API key and the access token. Come to the body and very straightforward, just put the ID. So let's put the ID. So since we are canceling CO2, so I will be updating this to this one and making it 2 because it's CO2. Save it and run it. But again, remember, once you cancel your stop loss trade, right, automatically the positions will get squared off because that's a feature of a CO order. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to run this now. It says successfully canceled the order. And if you notice here, this has been finished and the positions have been closed. So as we can clearly see, the CO orders are extremely useful and they are working very well here. So I hope this is clear. Thanks for joining in, and I will be seeing you in next videos.